shutout on the mound for the victory. The Baltimore Orioles took on the Bronx Bombers in the Big Apple, and it was the Yanks who came away victorious.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway, here are the highlights from Thursday's action. Starting in the AL East, the Toronto Blue Jays took on the Green and Gold at Oakland's O.Co Coliseum, and the A's were the winners, 9-3. Brett Lawrie had a huge day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3. Right now, the A's sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
The trade deadline has come and gone. Here's a recap of what happened on and off the field yesterday. Looking first at the American League East, the Royals were in Toronto to take on the Blue Jays.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to a Saturday edition of Inside the Show. It's time to take a look back at what happened around the majors on Friday. Starting in the AL East, the Detroit Tigers took on the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center, and the game went to extra innings with the Jays coming away with the win. The final score was 11-10. Josh Donaldson was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits in the process. He is currently among the AL leaders in batting average. The Kansas City Royals battled the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Pete, and it was the Royals who came out on top, 6-1. Edison Volquez gave the bullpen a day off, turning in a complete game effort in the win.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, baseball fans. Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in Major League Baseball on Saturday. Looking first at the American League East, the Blue Jays were in St. Pete to take on the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Blue Jays came away with the win in extra innings. The score was 2-1. Looking at the standings, the Rays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The New York Yankees were
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 4 of the AL Division Series, the Toronto Blue Jays paid visit to the OC to take on the Halos at Angel Stadium. And it was the Blue Jays who dominated their way to the win, clinching the series and stamping their ticket to play in the ALCS. Mark Burley held the opposition in check, allowing only 1 earned run over 8 strong innings and earning the win. In Game 4 of the American League Division Series, the Astros were in KC to take
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for making us a part of your morning. Let's jump into the latest news from around the Major League Baseball postseason. For Game 5 of the ALCS, the Blue Jays were at the K to do battle with the Royals, and it was the Jays who came away victorious, clinching the American League pennant. They will represent the AL in the World Series starting in a couple of days. Marco Estrada earned a well-deserved win on the bump as he tossed a complete game shutout effort. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to the show, baseball.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri. Inside the Show with Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 3 of the World Series, the Toronto Blue Jays matched up against the Nationals in D.C. The Blue Jays came away with the win, the final 4-3. They will take a 3-0 series lead into Game 4. Jose Bautista launched a pair of home runs and drove in 4 along the way. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today's postseason recap. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
I tell you, this crowd is making it so I can hardly hear my own voice. They are indeed raring to go. It's Game 4 of the World Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all three of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Washington.
More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, Jose Bautista. Towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. We'll jump ahead now to the bottom of inning number 1. Denard Span will get his first opportunity here. And if you go by the numbers, it's been a disappointing start to this World Series for him so far.
Yeah, he really hasn't gotten on track, and I think you have to give some of that credit to...
Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. And we'll move forward now to the top of inning number 9. Salvador Perez get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. First offering on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Neil Walker will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first offering. This is past the mound and into center field for a base hit. Jason Worth will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Now the first pitch. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball again, but this one's by him for strike 1.
Yeah, that's a very hittable location right there. Not where you want to be when you're facing a guy like this.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Span comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Now batter, catcher, Drew Hutchison.
Adam Lind will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number
swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And this is swung on and missed by Lind as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
He's set, now the pitch. Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Saunders is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Number 54 will come in and pitch now.
Number 54.
Michael Saunders will be the one to start things off with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 5. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball.
And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Full count offering on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Jose Lobaton will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a quick wall.
Denard Span will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And this will be fouled away. Runners on first with 1 down. The 0-1. Ball 1. He's set, now the pitch. That misses. 2-1 the count now to the National center fielder. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Bautista is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Yunel Escobar will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. And the championship trophy will move north of the border. The Blue Jays are world champions.
And you know what? I bet the only thing they wish they could have done a little bit differently is win this thing in front of their home crowd. But you know what? I don't think anyone's complaining about that right now. They are a very deserving World Championship club, and congratulations to the entire organization.
Back now on the show. More reactions now to this series-clinching victory. And down on the field, we'll get a chance to watch the presentation of the Commissioner's Trophy to the new world champ.